come lick with your boy, come late. Come and blow some trees with your boy, let's late. We can watch a flick if your boy come late. We can joyride and explore late. Baby, come lick with your boy, come late. Come and blow some trees with your boy, let's late. We can watch a flick if your boy come late. We can joyride and explore.
You're now tuned into Linked Up with Lux.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Lux, and today's episode is called Not Your Mama's Responsibility. Now let's dive into this, all right? Because a lot of you men out here, y'all be acting real soft, all right? Y'all be out here playing victim. Oh, my life, you don't understand what I got going on. My bills, my responsibilities, woo, woo, woo. You doing all of this talking, but what are you actually doing to change your circumstances? You're sitting here trying to depend on this woman, depend on your mama, depend on your auntie. Oh, my bill is my life, my bill is my life. Like, dude, get a grip. Get a freaking grip, because all you sound like is a complainer, a nagger, and somebody that is ungrateful, all right? Now, we have to put a little blame on the women, all right? Just the itsy bit. Because, you have to understand, when y'all women, y'all have these sons and y'all are raising them up mostly by yourselves. We're not going to get into the logistics of why, or, where's the father, or was the father involved, or what you did, or what he did, or why you aren't together. That's none of my business. But let's truly think about how women raise their sons. From the very first moment they are born, what are you doing? Babying them. Oh, baby boy, I'ma spoil you, baby boy. Oh, baby boy, you can get anything you want. You can do no wrong. My son can't do no wrong, right? And you guys spend the majority of the time with these children, right? And you're raising them up, you're getting him what he wants, you're putting him in his, flamboyant outfit because it's cute. Ooh, look at me and my son. Y'all got matching outfits. So you're babying him, which, whatever. He's a kid. He's innocent. He doesn't know no better. I get it. It's good for the camera. It's good for a photo op. You're the best mom. Mom of the year. Mom of the century. Okay. Whoop-de-doo. Cool, right? So it's like y'all are sitting here being soft with these little boys, and you lack that man structure, like true actual man structure. Just because you're a man doesn't mean you act like a man. You know what I'm saying? And you guys are sitting there very soft with them. Obviously you're letting them express their emotions. You're letting them be vulnerable. You're letting them cry. And hey, I'm not no freaking, child freaking mind professor or doctor or therapist to, sit here and give you true, genuine insight on, statistics and, oh, well, this and that when boys are like this. I don't care about none of that. Let's talk about the true, honest reality. You guys are raising these little boys to be soft, okay? And when they get older, when they are around you all the time, they show it, right? They're soft, you know what I'm saying? They're very timid. They lack confidence because they think they can just turn around and suck mama's titty. You know what I'm saying? When something goes wrong, mama, mama, mama. When something goes wrong, they're crying, mama, mama, mama. Opposed to if they had a true, genuine, man figure in their life where you can balance it. There's nothing wrong with expressing emotions. I'm not saying, oh, boys can't express emotions, boys can't this and that, because we all know what happens with men and boys. We bottle things up and then it is what it is, but we figure it out. But you can't sit there and truly baby this little boy, be soft with him. You're all like, you're sleeping with him until he's freaking 15 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your baby boy. Of course, he will always be your baby boy, but you're not giving him that opportunity to actually develop into a man, because he always is going to feel dependent. He's always going to feel like he can lean on your shoulder, which again, as a parent, that's what a lot of you people would say. Well, that's my son. That's my son. That's what he's supposed to do. I'm supposed to be there for my baby boy. I'm supposed to be there for him forever. And I'm going to baby him all the way until I'm 99 years old. Okay? I mean, right, cool, great, I get it. That's your baby boy. I understand the logic behind that. But again, when he gets a certain age and he starts to, adapt to being around other people, and he has inherited traits from a woman, right? So again, he's 15, 16, 18. He's in, high conflict situations. And instead of looking at things logically and being a man and being able to navigate it and take control of the situation, he's acting like a female. He's acting like a little woman, all right? And I'm not sitting here trying to be funny. I'm just, I'm a little hyped right now. But I'm just saying, he's expressing these emotions that you have dumped and that he's have seen from growing up. You're crying. You literally cry over the freaking milk being gone. You cry over the freaking character in the movie dying. You cry over Starbucks running out of your favorite flavor or the seasonal flavor not being available anymore. I get it. Women are more emotional, so I understand that. But my main point here is when your son has been raised with you the majority of his, younger life, his teenage years, all the way up until he's like 20 something or whatever, he has witnessed these traits. If a man wasn't in the house, an active man, a true man, not just somebody who's just taking up space, not somebody who's just sleeping on the couch, who's not paying rent, not someone who's not providing for the household. And that's what I'm saying. Just because you're a man doesn't mean you're a man, all right? So he's been around you, being babied. You've been there every corner, every turn, every whatever, every path he's ever crossed, every problem he's ever had to deal with. He's ran to mama, mama. So, of course, what does a mom do? You're a natural, caregiver, you're a natural nurturer, you're a natural mother. Like, it is what it is. The motherly instinct is clearly strong because that is your baby boy. But your baby boy has taken all of these emotional traits from you and never knew how to navigate his emotions as a man because he's always seen the perspective from a woman. He's always seen the perspective from you. Okay, and that's okay. Sometimes it's like that. Not everybody has that male figure, and it doesn't even have to be a boyfriend, ex-husband. It can be a stepdad, an actual dad, like your dad, whoever, anybody, whatever, the freaking mechanic guy, maintenance man, whatever. We ain't gonna talk about all of that, but you know what I'm saying? It can be anybody who has true, genuine interest and cares about the little boy to help raise him and develop him into a man. Now, let's dive into adulthood, right? A lot of you men out here, you literally depend on women. You can't process anything in life without a woman. You can't sit there and think for yourself and be like, man, I'm down bad right now. Instead, what do? You complain. You sit there and be like, oh man, my life sucks. You want to play the victim. You want people to feel bad for you so much instead of actually being like, man, you know what? I'm tired of being down. I'm going to figure things out and I'm going to go and do what I got to do. If I got to work 3 jobs, I'm going to do it. If I got to work overtime, I'm going to do it. Instead, you're just stuck in your head, right? Looking for handouts, looking for mama's titty. And if it ain't your mama's titty, it's your girlfriend's titty or whoever's titty. You know what I'm saying? And you're sitting there trying to be a leech. So imagine, right? You got this boy that was raised by his mama, right? He lacked having that structure, that male structure in his life coming up, right? So you're dating this guy, right? You think he's cool. He seems, fly, fresh, whatever. He seems like he has a nice personality, a little weird, but cool, right? So here you are dating this guy as a woman, right? And he's sitting there like he love bombed you from the jump, right? He's telling you all of this stuff. You're beautiful. You're fine. I never met nobody like you. Cool, whatever. Got in the dough. He in the dough. So he's in the dough, right? And now you're sitting here like, okay, we actually do vibe. Now it comes down to the real world, putting his big boy pants on. How are you as a woman wearing the man's pants? How are you fitting those pants? Not how, because we know how. You're a grinder. You went and got it. You didn't complain. You figured it out. You didn't let nobody get in your way. You made it happen, right? So here you are wearing the man's pants in the relationship, and he is sitting there crying and complaining and whining and asking you to feel bad for him. You don't know what I went through. You don't know my life. You don't know my financial situation, blah, 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 instead of just figuring it out. And I'm not sitting here saying it's easy. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, hey, snap out of it, bro. Just go figure it out in regards to like saying it's just such a simple thing. But if you can complain about it, you can more likely fix it. And it's like, obviously, if you screw yourself beyond repair, clearly there's certain things that you can't recover from. But as a man, you need to be able to have that self-control to prevent things from getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? Or being able to figure it out. And what I mean by that, I mean more so like if you put yourself in a harmful situation in terms of your health, where you physically can't change certain circumstances. But when it comes to anything financial, circumstance, life, your living situation, car, no car, e-bike, whatever, you can make changes. You just lack that self-determination to better yourself, because again, you're looking around for mama's titty. So men get into these relationships and they expect women to literally do everything: cook, clean, and also be their therapist, and also be their, sex partner, and also be their tour guide, and also be their sponsor. It's like, it's kind of conflicting, right? Because when we think of relationships, you think of all of that cute stuff, going on dates and all of that. You got your woman who's doing everything in terms of, again, cooking, cleaning, simple stuff, right? But you're expecting this, you're going into the dynamic with that expectation with these women. And these women, they're just looking for love. They don't need you per se. Obviously, you can probably better their life if you had your own life together, because that should be the whole goal, right? As a unit, maybe if it's not you lifting her up, maybe you can lift each other up until you guys are both in a better situation and start a family. But besides that, men get into these relationships with these women with these false pretenses, thinking like this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do as a woman, while still sitting there going through their own motions in life. And I mean the man, women too. Women, they got their own things going on, but men, they expect every woman to literally do every single thing exactly the way that they want to do. But when it comes down to regulating their emotions, they can't do it. They cannot regulate their emotions. And it's already bad enough that they're struggling financially. They're struggling with their credit. They're struggling to get things. It becomes a competition. And now you got a grown man that's jealous of his girlfriend because he messed up his credit, because he's not able to get approved for the apartment on his own. Now he feels like he's less of a man. Now he feels like I should be able to do this. Okay, but it's not even about that at that point. If you got somebody that's loving and caring and willing to grind with you, you're too busy trying to outshine your partner, right? That's somebody that you will try to outdo knowing that you can't, instead of trying to do it for yourself. You're worried about everybody else on this planet, what this person's going to think. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to be like this because this person's going to think this. But when it comes to your relationship, you're trying to outdo your woman. That's a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, man, I need to do better for myself so I can take care of my woman, so I can provide for my woman, so I can provide for my family. And that's given the circumstance of you guys actually being truly locked in, not just friends with benefits or, oh, we're just messing around. I mean, like, if you found someone that you truly want to be with, that should be your goal, no matter what, to be able to provide. And even if you want to say, well, life is hard and things are expensive, okay, then you both can equally do it, as long as it's mutual and as there's respect. And obviously, you guys are, sharing the responsibilities in any aspect. You cook this week, I'll cook next week. You clean, whatever. Like, it is what it is. It's your relationship. But I'm just saying, don't just settle for something and you're giving more than the other person and they expect you to sit there and be a maid, a chef, and a, yeah. So, with all of that being said, it's just a little wild out here that men, right, they're so soft. Like, men are so soft. And there's women that have told me multiple times just from conversation. I listen. I literally listen. And they have told me plenty of times, oh, yeah, he started crying. Huh? Oh, yeah, I was talking to this one guy and he did this and he was crying. Huh? Oh, yeah, my ex, he started crying. Huh? It, like, and I know I might sound crazy. Excuse me, I guess, if I'm old school or if I just can't relate. But none of my homeboys ever cry, right? And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or that I'm teasing or judging, like, oh, bro, you cry? I mean, if you're going to cry, cry. But it's just like, how does a grown man get to the point where he's crying in front of a woman? You know, he's crying because he can't pay the bills. He's crying because he lost his job. He's crying because he just has so much going on. He's crying because his credit isn't the best and he wants to be able to buy a freaking Hellcat and he can't. Priorities, right? So it's just like a grown man crying. Like, who taught you that? Who taught you that? Your mama? And I'm not gonna lie, I don't even cry at funerals, you know, and I'm not saying that to be cool, like, "Here, I don't cry, I'm so tough." It's just like to get to a point to cry in front of a woman shows that you really watched your mama growing up. That's the main point. You really are in tune with your mom. Like, how do you just go to your mom, not that you would, and be like, "Hey, mom, I cried in front of my girlfriend." I cried today, mom. Like, I saw you cry for 25 years of my life, and I cried. And women, y'all enable that, which is, hey, let them express their emotions. But that's what y'all say. Express your emotions, let it out. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. Okay, what's crying gonna do? What bill is crying gonna pay? You know what I'm saying? Like, what car note is crying gonna pay? Like, stop crying and get on your, or get off your, and get the grinding, bro. You sitting there crying in front of women. Oh, you're gonna leave me. Oh, you're talking to other guys. Oh, you're gonna cheat on me. Oh my God, you got a better job than me. You make more money than me. Yeah. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, y'all men these days are insane. What is wrong with y'all? Like, y'all really be out here crying like women. And the solutions don't even be there. Like, what the heck? Like, you've been watching your mama too much. I get it. Y'all been babied y'all whole life. If you need anything, son, oh, I'm here for you, son. Don't listen to them, son. You can do anything you want to do, son. You can be anything you want to be, son. You can have anything you want, son. And now you're a grown freaking son out here crying in front of women and still broke. Where? Oh man, but all right, I'm gonna wrap this up. Just understand it's not your mama's responsibility. You have to be able to get on your own. And men like you compare yourself to other men who actually have better jobs, have careers, and things like that. You're constantly comparing yourself to the next man, and that is also your biggest downfall. You're sitting there trying to compare to the next man. Oh, he has this, he drives this, and guess what? That type of energy, it trickles onto your relationship. It trickles onto the people around you. Nobody want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And now you're treating your girlfriend like crap because you see somebody that just pulled up in a Lamborghini, and you're so delusional in your head because you feel like one day you can get it, which, hey, you can, but you're so delusional that you don't even have the blueprint to get that, right? So if you saw your girl look at that Lamborghini with that guy inside, you gonna treat her like crap. Ooh, she in trouble. Don't you let your girl sit there and be like, nice car. You gonna be in your feelings. You finna start crying. You finna start acting like you don't like her no more. Ooh, don't do it. Don't do it. You gonna get in trouble, sis. Don't you dare compliment something that a man got that your man ain't got, okay? Acknowledge something that he got. Don't you do it, sis. Y'all gonna be fighting. Don't you see a Gucci bag and be like and say something, sis? Oh, nice bag, sir. Your boyfriend gonna put them paws on you. It's not funny. That's not funny. No, literally, that's not funny, but it's funny because y'all men really be thinking like that. Don't do it, sis. I'm just trying to warn you. Your boyfriend gonna put them paws on you. Don't you dare make your man feel like some other man is better than him in any shape or form. All right? Don't you do it, sis. Go rub his back tonight. You know what I'm saying? He had a long day. He's stressed. He's stressed, sis. You know what I'm saying? Don't do too much though. All right, you know, you gotta walk on eggshells in your relationship because your man has a fragile ego. All right. Don't you do it, sis. Don't you dare. Don't you dare talk to that waiter either at that restaurant. But sis, you the one paying for the tab anyway, so I mean it's like you might as well do whatever you want to do. I mean, it's your boy Lux. I'm out.